gonna say, because if you're trying to hold shift, you're just like using gear.
I missed this in the plan, but it's pretty straightforward. Where the arrows turn green and blue, that's where you're stacking. You're basically just stacking on the western side of those buildings prior to your cross.
Is the 1 FDL a typo, or is that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, typo.
Okay.
Phoenix, I'm handing you over to Rachel. Heard.
Ready, tell Aaron we're sorry. It just didn't work out his way.
Sure.
Are we clear to spawn people in at once?
Favor. Yes.
That the Logi on the other side of the road is off limits for resupplies, right? Just so I know my guys that.
The Logi I'm in is the one I'm using for the mortar. Just have them use any of the other Logis for resupply.
Okay.
Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another Saturday Squad Ops One Life event. I'm your commentator for this evening's Shadowed Ritual, and tonight we bring to you Operation Grinder. It is at its core an attack defense op. Actually, that is the op. It is attack defense. US are tasked with assaulting an entrenched, dug in insurgent position, basically in this entire island, little island off to the east. And yeah, US need to dig them out. Insurgents are tasked with holding it. I'll go into more detail about assets and things after I go over who is participating in this op command-wise, who will be leading the public players. And let's see what they can do. US platoon lead is Phoenix, with his squad leads Revy, Dwarf, Bump, and Axe Gaming. For the insurgents, we have platoon lead Dashby. No, excuse me, platoon lead. Yeah, it's platoon lead Dashby with his squad leads Aethel. I think Dashby created his squad early. Aethel, Alpha Guido, Dixfolk, and Total War HQ. So as far as platoon leads, I lean towards Phoenix just because he's got a lot more ops underneath his belt. Dashby's still trying to get his underneath him as a platoon lead. He has platoon led several times before, but not nearly as much as Phoenix. It is a really good opt for newer commands because of how simple it is. Just attack defense. So let's see what he can do. As far as squad leads go, pretty competent all around. Standouts, you got Alpha Guido, you got Dwarf. Pretty good on both sides. Should be interesting. So let's go over this op. Let me bring up the map really quickly. Shouldn't give you too much more information than I've already given you. There's the island circled in red, and the US are tasked with assaulting it. They start in mosque, so there's not going to be a lot of travel time. It is action right off the bat as soon as these guys can get in view. Generally what happens is people get in these sky rises near the edge and try and lay down fire. And yeah, it's a hellhole for the U.S. forces. I agree, Refurbished One. Just Cruising is my favorite map. My bet is on the Azertan Forest Fire. This op is 2 years old. This is an operation created by Hutch and staff. I think I was part of the play test for this back in May. Yeah, May of 2017. This is when Hutch was still designing the ops before we transferred over to Xbit. And yeah, so this op has been played a lot, and we actually had discontinued it for a little bit until we could tweak it a little, and make it a little more fair for the U.S. And I think the U.S. have maybe, out of the 10 to 15 times this op has been played, I think the U.S. have won less than 5 rounds. So it's been played 10 to 15 times, which means 30 rounds about. And the U.S. have won less than 5 times, I want to say. Like, I don't have an exact number. That's sort of just a guesstimation. But it is an insanely difficult op for the U.S. Everything needs to fall into place for them. They need to be on top of what they need to do. And one of the recent additions with the mod, as you see, is this north bridge is viable now. Because this used to be just the worst bridge. If you went over this bridge, you were just asking to die. Out in the open, no real way to cross it without just getting mowed down from several windows. But they've added, look what Pony's added. He's added little footbridges on either side, and they're relatively hidden. If you've got a sneaky AR and like a position like right here or something along those lines, they may be able to watch the bridge, but it really exposes them. And I'm really hoping somebody decides to try and cross this, at least a fire team or something, just special forces their way around on the flank. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and go over the assets that these guys will have to participate in this op. So, for the U.S., they have per squad 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 grenadier, and 1 medic per squad. The platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, are 2 MGs, 4 breachers, 2 ammo bearers. Vehicles, 1 AMRAP open top, 2 trans trucks, and 1 logistic truck with 1K ammo and 1K build max. They can also get a FOB with a mortar that can only use smoke rounds. That's going to be huge. That's one of the changes that sort of keeps this up to date, and why we've sort of brought it back, because we've allowed the use of smoke mortars. And we also have the breachers, which is the U.S. equivalent of a scout with a timed ID, so it'll really help them dig out the insurgents from when they have to go building to building. Let's go ahead and go over insurgents. What do they have to defend? Per squad, 1 squad lead, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank kit, and 1 medic. The platoon army, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, is 1 scout, so we're going to really look for that IED. 2 raiders, which Pony has adjusted a little bit. They're a little crazy with their PPSH. It's got something like 5 drum mags. They also get 2 ammo bearers. And they also get 1 Dishka technical to sort of maneuver around the island and cover a bridge that they feel needs the maximum cover. A lot of times you'll see it in this center road because it allows it to reposition very quickly without risk of being shot. And I've also seen this this back road used to remaneuver, so should be good. I don't have the game, but I love catching the streams, chilling out with pizza and some squad. Awesome, this guys, awesome. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. Maybe you can get the game one day and hop into these events because they are a lot of fun to play. Pony laid down the IED. What's he got here? No, he's just looking. Pony is the scout, so most likely gonna lay this IED. Gonna lay the IED. Are they lining up for a platoon brief? Let's go check. But that's what these guys have to work with. Very insurgent sided, not gonna lie, but not all of our ops are gonna be 50-50 shot. It's how will the US overcome this? How close will the US get to clearing out this objective? Getting people loaded in. I'm probably gonna extend. We try and have like a 15-minute hard start from when people get into the server, and people having trouble launching or getting into the server. This is my first time watching this live. Awesome, just cruising. If you have any questions, I can try and answer them.
Thank you.
That means good things.
You guys lined up, ready to go. I don't know if they're gonna do a platoon brief. They don't really need a platoon brief for this. Just so if there is no platoon brief, Phoenix's plan is essentially use the land bridge and smoke out this entire road and having them cross in waves. So we'll see what happens. Live at 7:32. Live about 3 minutes. How many games do you guys showcase? What do you mean, like, how many games do we play, like, on stream? Is that what you're asking? Or how many operations do we do a week? Maybe I didn't understand the question.
Dwarf is 2 IC. I mean, you guys are
Well, I guess I can answer both. We do at least 3 operations a week, not including our Friday operations or Sunday operations or our Thursday classes. But other games we play on stream are Squad. That's basically the game we play. It's, Squad Ops, and we've also branched out into Postscriptum. If you're interested in that, we do have Postscriptum One Life events.
Revy, if you don't get the bodies, let's switch out War for an AR.
I'm sure these guys are gonna do a platoon brief.
alive,
Yeah,
I'm
probably
one
not gonna
of
do a
them,
platoon brief.
We're gonna have to use those.
Sacrifice a GL?
No, I hear.
Stop at you. I'd rather sacrifice a medic. We can rain hell with GLs.
I guess I was just thinking of the base of fire. Your call, I guess. If you think you can suppress better with a GL than an AR, your call.
Live in about a minute. 2 minutes. Live in about 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. These guys are just going to, yeah, they're probably not going to do a full platoon brief. No real need for it. Let's check out disposition of the insurgents. How do they really plan on holding? Audio is low, like my mic audio or game audio. No shooting's really been going on, and I'm pretty high up, so you're not going to really hear the comms.
He's got 1,020 ping.
If we take contact, you guys just kind of tandem with each other.
That is unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll work out when we get up
Yeah,
there.
so
Just
hey, Hero,
progression,
if you
progression,
take
progression.
contact,
Yep.
I want
Yeah,
smoke
it's just
in the
spiking
windows,
on
obviously,
in the
and
yellow
then
and almost red.
Trying to stay alive.
I thought that meta
Audio's good on Twitch.
I was asking, I'm about to ask, how'd you pick up a brick?
Yeah, I copy on that.
The YouTube thing. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Also, if you see anybody, mark them with that smoke too. Those buildings.
Wait, Titan, does this breacher kit
Live in about a minute. Getting guys lined up, ready to go. Let's go check out the insurgents and figure this. So, looks like they're going to hold on the north.
We'll shove Phoenix first.
And then they're basic. It's a basic insurgent hold. You get all of these buildings watching the land bridge. They got plenty of windows to sort of look out and maneuver and fire from. And then they're going to hold this eastern corner. A lot of windows to sort of watch this bridge. Yeah, pretty standard positioning from the INS. Not really many choices they have. What it's really going to come down to is where they put their techie, how well they can shoot. This is probably one of the opposite. It really relies on how well you know how to use your rifle. And when they choose to maneuver from building to building, where's their techie? Where did they put it? Like, when do they decide to move? When do they decide to break contact from this building, fall back, let the U.S. come to them, and then use that CQB that they excel at as the insurgents? YouTube is slightly quieter with less bass. Ooh. And we are live. I like this positioning of the insurgent techie. Unfortunately, not a lot of room to break contact if it comes to it. So they're really going to harden up in this position. Actually, I guess if they went this way, they'd be able to get out. But from the looks of it, they really want to watch this bridge with the techie. And I can respect that. They know this is a heavily contested area. Much easier to cross than most of the bridges, and almost 100% always taken. I'm looking for some action here. This is what I want to see. I don't think it's going to happen the first round. I think Phoenix does want to use that land bridge, but I really want to see these bridges.
Ready to continue to engage?
Alright. And off of live, Insurgent's not really going to move. Blue 3 moving to set up their base of fire. Blue 4 moving to set up their base of fire. Excuse me. Blue 3 getting ready to get into position to cross. Blue 5 command going to be the mortar man, so that way he doesn't take away from any other platoon. Blue 1 and 2 moving into position to cross. Yeah, so base of fire is going to be Blue 4 with Blue 5 as a mortar guy, the rest of the platoon. And engagements already happening. Duke's already taking contact.
I might be.
Yeah, you are. You're supposed to be with me.
Whatever. I'll be fine.
Dwarf shift south, please regroup to squad 1.
You follow Griffin Ever and you're gonna die. That's all I gotta say. Spread out.
I need a med. So you guys don't need to peek the window
Frederick's
yet.
been tagged.
Just wait for Dorf to spread out.
Have him just not peek for now.
Yo, my guys are already getting, like, suppressed. Not direct fire.
They're getting shredded from their east. They were exposed to the island at that corner.
Just stack on the building.
Best.
Ooh.
No.
You should not be able to be shot.
Getting shot.
Building.
Oh, what the?
The idea is these guys on the ground here, this is the assault element. They're not supposed to be shooting. They're supposed to try and remain hidden. Get set up and get ready to push in. Sloth gets domed. Yeah, this is where they're trying to cross. This is where they're getting shot from. Who's the one taking these shots? Who got that kill?
Give me a sec. Sorry for my
Romantic catapult.
Hey, get up here to me. My AR guy.
You're
He's back
behind
there.
the
Try to get up here to
building.
me.
Yeah, I'm moving now.
Peeking, get them to stop peeking. There's zero way they can shoot you if you're in the right spot.
Yeah. He should not be losing these guys. Yeah.
Zero reason to be in the building, just stacking and holding.
Good cross by Hero, taking advantage of the smoke.
Bump, I need you stacked on the building that Thor is in, so I need you to shift north and get ready to push. Right now, if you were to push, you have to push directly to the fucking middle.
Come on, stand by.
Isn't this the same map that featured the infamous 5-man grenade kill?
We still got time. We're not pushing for at least a minute. Bump, I need you to check the plan. You need to be stacked on the west side of the building, green arrow.
Hey, firm, we're moving.
Stay low, stay low.
We're moving to the nearest staircase up.
There they go. They make it across, no problem.
Cross.
Seabass.
There you go. Got across, no problem. Squad 4 needs to not peek as much.
We're just doing a little parkour adventure.
There they go. They're getting into position. Letting the insurgents blow through their ammo. They do have ammo bearers, and they do have a way to mortar, or excuse me, reload.
Alright, just wait on stamina, will be
People
good.
need to follow orders and listen to command.
Good. Alright, guess what's
Yep.
gonna be one
Phoenix
across
is a
then two.
very
You have to wait for me to call it.
detail-oriented command. He has his plan. He actually has the game tactics. He has a map. He has the pictures. He has stars on buildings you need to worry about. There are unfortunate DC by X. There are stars that buildings you need to worry about. He has exactly where you need to.
Dang, you're gonna be pushing with Squad 3 across when I tell you. I'm dropping smokes right along that MSR. Your job is to push immediately into the buildings in Hotel 827. You see those?
Copy that. Hotel 827.
Right here.
Dang. Alright, stand by. Squad 3, let me know when your stamina's ready. Squad 2, let me know when you're set.
I'm good. Let's fucking push 'em.
You want to set, Bring?
No, just set. Just set, ready to push.
We are set. We are set.
Heard, thank you. Revy, are you guys good to
We're
go?
set.
Alright, smokes are gonna be up here in a second. Ding and Dwarf, just hold one. Maybe on the third salvo, then you guys push.
Copy that.
That was
Orders
HE,
out.
sorry.
Oh, they're gonna be mad at you.
Single HE.
So they don't get HE rounds. It is strictly smoke. Yes, strictly smoke. Hopefully nobody gets taken out by this HE. I don't think it'll hit anybody. Because this is where it wants it to land. Yeah, he wants it to land along this road.
Squad 1, start move.
Squad 1 starting to move. There are the smokes.
There's infantry direct south across Sandbridge. H. Stand by for. H815.
So far, good smoke. One needs to go now. Oh no, they lost 3. Ding Chavez Albion, one other goes down. Soldier Wolfie, doing what are you doing? Don't stop, just go. Oh, they just lost so many.
I'm so glad this is on Twitch so I can watch it later.
Oh, it's killing my frames, but the smokes. I love it. I love the use of smoke rounds. There, keep going. This is a proper smoke screen. Look at that smoke screen. 100% blocking line of sight. 2 needs to go now. 2 needs to go. 2 needs to go.
All of Squad 1 got schwacked. Does anyone know what actually shot them or killed them? Revy, push that.
Everything, because last works.
Push me up over that.
None of the buildings on these would have been able to see them.
Wow, rip. Right, Forrest. Rip.
Bob, you're gonna go at the same time.
What a massacre that was, and it was really the angle they came in around. I don't think if 2 had crossed whenever that smoke was up, I think they would have been a much better crossing. But it's like they tried to cross here and then jump.
Yeah, be careful. Oh, I can't just wincing.
Bump.
Go ahead.
Go now. Smokes are landing for you right now.
Copy. You want me moving?
Yeah, A firm.
Good goes now.
Go next.
Okay.
Good smoke mortars. Good smoke mortars. Use them to your advantage. Watch your spacing. I think they should supplement these smokes with infantry smokes. Look at that, spread out. You lost 1. That's good. That's good. That's good. Keep going. Don't lose your momentum. You have to keep pushing. You get caught here, you're fucked.
There we go.
They need to push. They need to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep up the aggression. There you go. You lost another. That's fine. That's fine. That's 2 down out of 9. Perfect. Just keep going. You lose people when you have to charge through the open. This is part of this op. Keep up this base of fire. Look at that. It must be complete chaos for these guys down there. Smokes are dissipating. Infantry is there, and they're gonna start moving. They're up there. This is pretty close. This is like pretty far up there. Use the infantry smokes now.
Gotta push. All those smokes have now dissipated. You've lost your advantage. You guys needed to push while smokes were actually up.
Yep, flicker goes down. This op is it's all about the timing. One, this is usually a quick op just because of the nature of it. It's really about the timing. When command says go, when the smoke hits, the smoke billows, you have seconds to move before it dissipates and you've lost all of that cover. We saw, like, it was on stream. You saw a wall of smoke. There was no way these guys could see anything, and then it disappears. Just how it happens.
Do you have a
Turret 1 and 2, if you can, I need you to go directly northeast. Throw your own personal smokes. You need to get into that building.
I like.
Hey, load it into 38. Come on me. You see that window?
They got a lot of guys across. Honestly, this isn't a bad crossing for classic grinder. Look at that. They've got 12 guys across the river. That's the hardest part. Ooh, dwarf goes down. That's probably to a frag. Rayman's probably may bleed out here.
Dwarf is dead. We can try to go south.
They need to smoke the other bridge as a distraction. Damn, well, that's not a bad call, honestly. So, when I said the US had won less than 5 times out of like 30 rounds, the one of the times that it worked was a blitz, a literal blitz across this road, all the way down, and then a dismount here with infantry. And that's because there's nobody there. You know, most people aren't gonna put people on that corner. And those walls are not thick. Got shot through 2 layers of walls. Probably from the Dishka. The Dishka techie was placed in a perfect spot to counter this push. Where it is. Did it move? No. Look where it is. A perfect spot to counter this. Just tears through the smoke. Shooting at anything and everything. No, I was INS? Oh, okay. Update on kills. 11 for the US, 18 for the insurgents. It's not like the US aren't taking anybody with them. But they are having some trouble pushing. How much smokes are left? They're out of smokes. That was my dish guy. Put him there. Yeah, great dish guy placement. Total War. These guys are getting stuck. I think the call what? Ooh. Liberal Pundit's moving. See, Liberal Pundit is the ideal infantryman. If they say go, he fucking goes. Look at him. Look at him. If he had guys with him, if he had anybody with him. Oh no, they blocked the door. That's not good. Liberal Pundit makes it in if he had anybody with him. That's how you do it. All right, Seabass, you're going next. Go, go, go. And he makes it easy. That's how you do it.
You good? Yep.
And there's a medic there.
We made it.
That's what happens. If the squad lead says go and you go, like, he's saying go now. He's not saying wait. Do I go? Wait, huh? What's going on? Storm 489 goes down. I'm not sure from where. They should dig this sandbag down. Get rid of this sandbag.
I'll watch this door in the back. I'll watch the
and
door in the back.
This will open up everything. Yeah, this is that sandbag shouldn't be there. Their smoke's gone. Look, you used all your smokes. You got 2 guys through. If the rest of you have been running with them, what do you think would happen? There'd be 6 guys in that building. 6 guys is game changing for Grinder when it comes to the CQB.
Should we move along
Beef Baby makes it in. Makes it across the road. Maybe the next option is to get here with Beef Baby. Beef Baby can clear this out and get a. Ooh, good frag, good frag. Oh, Big Rago may go down here. He may bleed out. Yeah, Beef Baby. Get him. Nice, nice push. He heard the bandage and he pushed. D-Bass is up still. Where's Liberal Pundit? Looks like Liberal Pundit had gone down. E-Fink is moving. Same with Nomad. Nice. That's it. That's just aggression Right there. Just maintain that aggressive movement. You can move aggressively. You just can't stop. You can't go prone in the middle of the road and expect to live through it just because you're lying on the ground. Have an SMA Rayman may be intercepted by Blackbeard and Psycho not here in the north. Or excuse me, east. Sunny, Duke, Revy, Sentry.
No. Guys, move.
Spread out. Sunny doesn't want to get grenaded.
Hold on.
Need to suppress and move now. No smokes. Yeah, they had chances. It's not like they're getting people here. They still got there's still a chance for these U.S. 15 kills for the U.S. 22 for the insurgents. Insurgents up about 5.
Okay, we'll go.
I can't clear with MG.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, there's a.
Alright, go upstairs.
Oh shit, they're right here, close.
Go upstairs.
You want to rush?
Go, just run.
Sunny knows how to. You hear how Sunny's saying to clear? That's how you clear. You can't mess around with clearing. When you push, you need to push aggressively. Don't give them a chance to react, because if you try and like pie a corner, they're just gonna mow you down. E-Fink pushing very, very nicely. Takes out one. Takes out Frost. Good little clear by E-Fink. Very split up. But if they can meet somewhere in the middle, they might be able to do this. Yeeter here. In a really awkward position. Revy took out 2. Actually, he might have been here with a buddy.
There's another one in this building on the second floor.
They still push well. I don't know why my guy got off the Dishka. 18-22, close game, yeah, total word. Very close. 22-24 now. This is as close of a grinder game as you can get. We are airborne getting shot by Blackbeard. No, Psychonaut. Blackbeard was on the flank. Ooh, Duke goes down to Psychonaut.
Yeah, it was him
Watch
down.
out, they're southeast, guys. They're southeast. Watch out.
I think it was from north.
Ooh, Fragrant and a Revy. Revy goes down.
How's he shooting that?
Only down a few guys because of the poor angles. Squad wipe. Ooh, Meteor Eater goes down to Sunny.
Get him?
Got one. Yeah.
Can't have the name tags up. Look at that. I want to have the name tags up so I can give everybody credit, but like, look at that. There's so many people dead already. I can't do it.
Yeah,
So let's get a count on US. How many are left? I see 2. 7. I see 7 left for the US. 5, 6. About 13 left for the insurgents. This is going to be the main assault squad. It's only about fire team size at this point, but this is a majority of the U.S. forces. Everybody else is on the east. Actually, go follow the other guys until they die.
Okay. Hey, this is what we do. Hey, this is what we do.
I'm gonna cut to you.
Yeah, but stay on the west side. Secure the west side door. Follow me, Sentry.
Wait, is that?
I think the most impressive push of all so far was that push with Liberal Pundit and
Follow me.
I want to say Sebi V or Seabass. It was one of the two. Start with SE. That was the most impressive push into this building here, through the smoke. When because squad lead said go, he went, and he made it across. If they had pushed in here, that would have cut them in half. It would have cut the insurgents platoon in half. If they had made in there with a sizable enough force, at least a fire team, it would have cut them in half, I think, and that would have been it. Sunny pushing into King Sam Fish God. King Sam Fish God goes down. That's the PPSH right there. King Sam Fish God takes out 2. Listen to that. That's the PPSH drum mag, and they get 5 of them. The Raider. It's insane. You don't ever really see it come into use. You don't really get to use it often, but definitely did. Sentry's gonna toss a grenade in there for good measure. (22-28). What an exciting op, and this op is exciting because of how quickly things kick off. Like it goes from 0 to 100 in the snap. Alpha Guido and Best Bone in a really nice spot here to pick at Patrick Star and Nomad.
Around the corner, you're gonna cover me while I push, okay? Be careful. He's to my 105. You just need to push.
Okay, you're good.
Alright, you ready? Alright, I'm moving. Alright.
Fire and maneuver.
I'll cover
right there. These guys aren't even ops members. That was great. Great job, Patrick Star and Nomad. That was amazing. I love good sound, like small unit tactics, things like that, where it's just individual like buddy team movement.
You think it's
that was great.
Right northeast of me. So south of me.
Copy that, Dark.
Looks like there's this. Got one beef baby, took out another. Alpha Guido, I remember. Alpha Guido and Best Pony in that building.
Let's go.
Such good small things are a lot of small things are going well for the US. Like I've been really impressed with their individual movement. Some hiccups in the beginning with their actual crossing using the mortars and whatnot. But when it comes down to this small individual stuff, I've been very impressed so far. Is Sentry still alive? Sentry is still alive. Good aggression, yeah, We Wolf. Good aggression so far for the US. These 6 guys are gonna have a majority of the kills for the insurgents, or excuse me, the US. Sentry's been left alone, all but forgotten. Oh, Sentry, Sentry can do some dirty stuff over here if he sits here and watches the angle down the road. He's not going to. He's gonna hook up with the squad because that's exactly what he should do. But he's in a very good spot to crossfire with his guys. We'll follow Sentry for a bit. Actually, they're going to push Aethel here. This is a squad lead. Any original commands? I don't think so. Oh, what a one-tap by Ethan. I was about to say, any ops members up? Not anymore.
To the south buildings.
We need to get out of this thing.
I don't know who to follow. Sentry or the cluster over here.
Yeah, push out that south, that direct 7 building. No, western building.
Who's in charge? The way this is determined is who's the loudest and who sounds the most confident. And it sounds like Patrick Star.
We probably need to push north.
Somebody needs to give these guys some leadership. Dashby is still up? Dashby is still up, yeah. The insurgents still have their command. Oh, frag round takes out salty crits. Oh no, they're so clumped up.
Alright, once you guys bandage, you need to continue pushing south.
Patrick Star's a fire team lead, and he's done a great job so far. I've enjoyed his comms.
This doorway right here.
Update on kills 25 to 30. Insurgents maintaining about that 5 kill lead. Let's get an exact count on the insurgents.
Want to bandage?
Yeah, bandage him.
6,
bleeding.
7, 8, 10 versus 4. It's about 10 insurgents versus about 4 or 3 now. Looks like Sentry goes down trying to cross the road. 10 versus 3. And honestly, this is probably one of the closest grinder games or grinder rounds for the US that I've seen. Good movement, good aggression.
No. Baby, this way. We're gonna be pushing south to my pod. Oh, come on, move in. Shit, second story window to the southeast.
I mean, what could the insurgents or the US have done better? It probably comes down to the beginning. Yeah. The use of the smokes. If they had gone when the smokes had billowed, when it was properly timed,
find cover,
I think that would have done it. They'd have gotten more guys across. They'd have pushed. They'd have had more guys across. They'd have had more effective pushes, and they've been able to come in from various angles, and that really would have thrown the insurgents off balance.
Because they're like 3 feet away from us.
Like. Yeah, because right now I have not been. What these guys are doing is correct. They've been everything they've been doing is tactically sound. They've communicated well. They've moved well. They've been as aggressive as they needed. It just comes down to numbers. The U.S. did not have the numbers once they finished crossing.
I'm moving up to you.
Just listen to the individual comms. Just gonna remain quiet for a little bit.
We're gonna
these
check
guys as
that
they move.
southwestern building right there. You see it?
Do you want to cover me, or do you want me to cover you and then you run to the building?
Alright, you cover me. Alright, you ready? Yeah, just stay on that building. At that corner. I'm moving. I'm going around this side.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna cover you.
Alright,
come on.
Listen to that.
Alright, get into this building.
Just the simple things. I'm moving, I'm set, I'm covering.
What the fuck?
Easy phrases, but it gives your guys so much information.
Alright, clear this building.
There's a door. Clear. Upstairs,
Copy.
not clear. Let's peep it.
Alright.
See. Any of the rest of the insurgents moving? I count 2. 8? Only 8 left? Oh, there they are. I missed those 2.
Copy. Okay.
About 10 guys, 2 per building.
Push south.
With 2 per building, they could do it if they don't get caught in a crossfire. Good comms. Yeah, I definitely agree, Wolf.
Alright, are you downstairs? Or are you
They have a medic. Is one of these guys a medic? That would have been game changing right there.
I
had to say they have a chance if they had a medic. If one of these guys was a medic, they would 100% have a chance.
I can't. No visual.
But at this rate, they need to have perfect kills every single time, and they're spotted. Looks like Dokugan Ryo. No, it's a Psychonaut. And yeah, Dokugan Ryo's the one who spotted him. Don't peek that. Don't fight this. Not against an automatic rifle. Oh, he's gonna fight it, and Dokugan Ryo's gonna lose out. You had the AR. Like, that's the laser, man. You'd have won that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep going.
3.
Alright,
2. 1.
Oh, nice try. Nomad goes down from Psychonaut, leaving Patrick Star alone. Can he hero this? 1v8.
Sorry, no.
Oh, nope, he goes down. Unfortunate for the U.S. They had a good shot. They cleared out a good portion of the insurgents, but man, what an initial crossing. Made it across better than I thought it was. It was about to go 0 V8, right, Project S? They once they crossed, it was great, and that is the major hurdle in this operation for the U.S. is getting across one of 3 bridges. They got the bridge on the north, the land bridge, and the south bridge. Once you get across, it becomes a little more even, just because it comes down to CQB. But that initial crossing was rough for the U.S. Nice try, anyways. 25-34. Really good job on Patrick Star and Nomad in their movements at the end, and there's the good cluster, the 5-6 man cluster who were clearing buildings. Great individual comms. It just has to come from the top, I think. Comms were a little cluttered at the beginning. It'll probably be cleared up, and we're gonna go ahead and swap sides. U.S. will play Insurgents. Insurgents will play U.S. How will Dashby take to assaulting the Alley Island? I think is what it's called. Alley Island. At least I got 2. You got 2, Chess. Yes. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it is a very difficult op for the U.S. And this op has been played about 10-15 times. I said at the beginning, and the U.S. have won less than 5, less than 10. Like, it's a tough one for the U.S. Everything needs to go perfect, and the insurgents need to have their eyes closed for a good portion of it, honestly. And yeah, but this is not supposed to be even. And the U.S. did make a show of it. I'm getting set up for this next round, waiting for guys. Not one step back. Getting set up. And what would you do if you were the U.S.? How would you cross? And I think a big thing, I'm not even going to create my squad yet. I can't create my squad yet. which bridge would you cross? The land bridge seems to be the go-to, which also means the insurgents expect it to be the go-to. Should you do the expected and hope to overwhelm them with your skill? Oh, why am I going so slow? Do you want to overwhelm them with with your skill or your massive fire superiority, I should say, and risk being IED'd? Because this is a good IED spot. Like if there was an IED there, they would have been all but over. Do you push through the south bridge or the northwest bridge with the transport trucks you are allotted? Do you take the footbridges that have been added for this round or added to this map? By our mod team? Do you take these two little footbridges and risk trying to cross where you have literally no maneuvering space? If you get shot at on this bridge, you're dead. But that's if you get spotted. What's the call? Paradrop? Yeah, paradrop. That's how you do it. we were making jokes. It's like, how many helicopters do we get in this op? 1 or 2? Did the US get anything? Nope. Alright. Could be a good map to make Black Hawk Down. I agree. Cheers, mate. Cheers, maker. I agree. I want a Black Hawk Down op to be in the works. It should be exciting. Have these guys created their squads yet? Hurry up, guys. I need to hear your comms. I want to see these bridges being crossed. I don't think they're going to be great. I think we've just been overhyping them I've been overhyping them because they're new. I want to see somebody cross. Because where do you maneuver from here? Like, boom, you're here. Where do you go? You go here, you're out in the open. You got a little palm tree, I guess, there for support. You can push across southeast and try and take over this building, but this is a lot of ground they need to cover. It's a road and a little median. You can skirt around the northern edge of the map, and this actually isn't terrible because once you get the foothold here, you've got the foothold and you can definitely funnel more guys into it, but then you've got a road to cross. There's options, I think. None of them amazing. I think the go-to will continue to be this land bridge, because it just offers the most ways to maneuver once you're. I would distance in the middle with all the machine gunners and push left or right with my heavy smoke. Yeah, fire superiority is a legitimate thing. If you shoot at them enough, we saw it at a smaller scale right over here where it was Patrick Star and Nomad as they tried to cross, right? It was exactly here. As they tried to cross. Fire superiority. Nomad shot enough where Pony and Alpha Guido did not feel safe enough to push, or to peek, I should say, and then Patrick Star got across. No problem. That is small scale. You need to up that to the platoon size where you have all of your machine gunners, all of your automatic riflemen, or a good portion of your automatic riflemen, or a full squad laying down rounds at potential areas that the the insurgents can hold up in, and don't make it unsafe for them to peek, even if they're not peeking now. If they don't feel safe enough to peek, you are doing your job, and that allows the rest of your platoon to move. And it's a culture that I feel is not present enough, and I preach it. I am big suppression, fire superiority. Do it, please. It's a one life event. People are afraid to die, and you know, have to sit out the round, and so they don't want to peek to start the firing. And then there's the one guy who's like, yeah, no, you said fire, I'm firing, and then he's suddenly singled out because he's the only one firing. And yeah, people need to understand fire superiority is a legitimate thing, and you can make use of it. Empire did nothing wrong.
Mortars and the MRAP.
Alright, getting set up, getting into...
So we have the mortars, is that it?
Yeah, hang on.
US would do better with some support artillery on this map. Oh, there are smoke mortars, Project S. They just weren't... They were used effectively, or they were used, but the infantry that were supposed to take advantage of them did not. And so by the time they did start to push, the smoke had dissipated. An MRAP or two made the bridge, but land bridge... Maybe the bridge, but land bridge smoke and suppression, coordinated push. They did have an MRAP. They did have an MRAP, right? They are allowed to... Yeah, they are allowed to one MRAP open top. And well, for you talking about a two bridge assault, or are you saying an MRAP to help cover, and then the land bridge with the smoke and suppression and a coordinated push? Honestly, maybe. I don't know. It probably I picture it working in my head. It probably won't. But like a push here on this land bridge, a coordinated push with smokes and fire on the land bridge, and then an MRAP loaded up to move across this bridge and dismount. Are those rocks? Okay, those are rocks. So I was like, are those mines? Just like blitz across here and then dismount here.
Guido's yellow and Dick's Folk here turquoise. Okay.
Causing, just harassing the backlines from here. I don't know. In my experience, this bridge with a vehicle works. Yep, split. It's the timing then. Yeah, it has to be very well timed for that two-pronged approach to work. And I agree. I do think the two-pronged approach might work. Creeping smoke barrage with the mortars. Do they have enough supplies to make it work? They have 1,000 ammo points, which means they've got about 30 smoke rounds.
Send one person to Eiffel, please.
Right? Yeah. Got about 10 tubes, so about 30 smoke rounds.
Wait, where's Eiffel? Yeah.
So they could do a creeping smoke barrage. What creeping, or excuse me, not creeping, Phoenix did was a creeping smoke barrage from north to south, starting about here. Probably a little too far north, honestly. But I think his idea was to block line of sight from this building specifically, and possibly that building. There's a creeping smoke barrage from here, and it moved to about, I think here was the extent of it. And it really helped block off line of sight. I would recommend going back, because I think I got a really good shot of it to where how much line of sight was actually being blocked by it. But it's only concealment. They definitely, Squad 1 lost a lot in that.
Take an ammo bearer. If we get another person, take the ammo bearer, okay?
I have a nice view from the cheap seats though. Yeah, well, if you see, that's what I have to remind myself too. Like, we can see everything. We've got the 3D view. I've got zoom. I've got, you know, name tags. I can see everything. These guys are working with the information they have. They can't hear all the comms from everybody on, like, down to the individual level. They don't know what the other guy's thinking. So they're playing a little more hesitantly than I would if I could see everything. Or than they would if they could see everything. Constantly have to remind myself, we've got better binoculars than they do, and we can fly.
You said 2 breachers, right? Yeah.
As long as your troops are moving aggressively and keep up with the smoke, you might be able to get a good foothold in after crossing the river. I think another thing Phoenix's squads might have been able to do better was, so what he did was he laid the smokes down, they ran, and then they threw infantry smokes. What about leading with infantry smokes here, dropping the, so lead in the infantry, it's a timing, the thing is, like, you lead with the infantry smoke, wait 30 seconds, or wait 15 seconds for that to bloom, start dropping mortars, because it'll take about 30 seconds to land. By the time mortars land, infantry smoke is finished blooming, and then you push. But see, that's timing. Like, you gotta all right, count 15 seconds. All right, fire. All right, count till that lands. All right, let's move on to this. Like, it's timing, and it is more difficult than I make it out to be. I make everything sound easy because I'm a commentator. That's what I do. They need to distract somehow. Just a single point push is suicide. That is a solid point, Frankie. It is a very, it's definitely an arguable point. A single point, coming in from a single point is, can be suicide, but on that same note, pushing through aggressively and breaking apart the infantry or the insurgent platoon, if you manage to make it across from that single point and just overwhelming a position to get that foothold, can be the key they need. And I think that just comes down to play style. What round are we on, Karmaket? We are on second round. We're just getting set up for second round. You might be able to hop in. Commentator, they need to kill more people than the other team to win, right? Yes, it's easy, right? Kill the other team, guys. Like, it's not hard.
There's not enough logic.
Getting set up.
That's for sure.
Seems like the kind of operation that they would need to rehearse numerous times to get the timing down before taking it out and doing it for real. Yeah. Yeah, if this was I mean, really, this is in reality, like, a bridge crossing like this, like, the U.S. would be working as a platoon over and over again to get timings right in a not live fire situation before moving. But they don't get the training, they are just thrown into it for the experience. And I'm sure, even though those guys did go down, maybe not squad 1 or whatever, whenever they got mowed down super early, but the rest of those guys who made it across, they probably, it's not about winning or losing, it's about the experience you get from participating in these One Life events. Because win or lose, you can still have a great time. Like Nomad and Patrick Starr, they lost, but they were working incredibly well together, and it was very impressive to see them in that individual level. And I'm gonna remember those guys' names just because of how well they worked.
Alright, let's go.
The plan.
Plans usually work.
Alright, let's hear the meme.
Alright, so first off, are
Right,
there any
and we're gonna
FTLs
listen
that
in.
don't have the
Oh, I
plan
didn't even go
PM to
over
them?
this op. Sorry. I'll go over it afterwards. It's pretty simple.
Okay, it'll deal with that. Okay, that
sounds
fine.
like a cult.
Okay, so first thing I want to stress, we have 2 advantages over these guys that I plan to exploit. The first is we pick where to attack. Right? They've got to cover 3 bridges, we've got to attack 1, and that's... We're going to attack 2, but mainly 1. Second, concentration of force. Wait, no, sorry, I said that. Fire superiority. Right? They're going to be spread out, we've got everything going after 1 bridge, so we're going to use that. I'm going to stress this now, I'm going to stress it again. Speed is key. We can't... Once we decide to attack these guys, there's no going back. I'm going to guess the most observant of you notice it's kind of how they attacked and they petered off when we got the defense set up, right? Like they ended up going up against us, like halfway through? Yes, no?
Yes.
I'm assuming
Yes,
yeah,
sure. Baby.
yeah, they let
Sure.
off on their attack and we capitalized on it. We don't want that. From the second this thing kicks off to the second it ends, we're just going to keep going after these guys and pushing them because that's how we win. So, if you open your maps, I'll go through the plan, hopefully. So on the HMG marks, machine gun marks, we're going to have Total War Squad, the GPMGs, and the ammo bearers. Your sole job for most of this op is just spray down everything east of the river. So like, if we're looking at my marks, can you guys see those squad 5 marks? Yes.
Yes, yeah. Copy that.
Yeah,
Copy
okay.
that.
Feel free to say anything. You guys are part of the plan too. You guys are going to be spraying down all those buildings, suppressing, keeping their heads down, not letting them shoot. We're going to have the MRAP south of the land bridge doing the same thing. We're going to be orienting east, spraying down buildings, shooting through windows, blah blah blah. So they're going to set up in your buildings and you're going to lay low. You're going to pick a window, lay low. Don't peek. Don't start shooting right away. Just wait. Okay. On the with the lap marks will be Alpha Guido Squad. Basically, you guys are going to wait until kickoff time and you're going to rush the bridge. I'm hoping he's briefed you, but basically all along the river there's these little blocks you can hop up on. So once you get across the bridge, cut hard left and go that way. Once they've secured that and hopefully taken the building, the target marksman mark building, then we're going to have Squad 2, Dick's Folk Squad. You guys are basically going to rush right across under the cover of smoke to these 3 buildings here. Your job is just get across, get in the building, kill anyone. That's how we're going to make our bridgehead. Sorry.
I think that's kind of a death trap.
Yeah, but hang on. We've got smoke mortars, I've got coordinates for that set up. No one... Toss all your smokes, toss everything you've got, because we're also going to have smoke mortars coming down for Squad 2, because you guys are going to need it the most. All the while, Total War suppressing. 8th Squad, on the other hand, is going to be manning the mortars on the MRAP, but him and 6 of his guys are going to be in the building marked with the hat mark. You guys are going to be providing some light suppressive fire as well, but your main objective is going to be later on. Once Squads 3 and 2 have secured a bridgehead on that bridge, we're going to send you guys north along this footbridge. There's a new footbridge north of that bridge. It's single file, but it's
You're using the footbridges?
But it's very well protected. There's only like one spot they can shoot you from. Basically, you guys are going to go across and then cut down into this building, that building, and your objective is going to be linking up with Alpha Guido Squad so we have a united front. We're just going to push west. So once all 3 squads are across, what we're going to do is we're going to roll in Total War Squad east across the land bridge. They're going to fill in any gaps there may be. If Squad 2 decimated, they're going to try to support what's left of them and help push east. And the MRAP will probably
won't be decimated.
No. Last time we did this,
One out
about
of 10 ain't
75%. the assault squads made it, so I mean 75% of you isn't bad. Once we've,
Acceptable
no,
losses.
75% lived.
Nope, not bad.
Sorry, okay, so yeah, once we've got the 3 squads across, we're gonna get the MRAP across the northern bridge. We're gonna roll it into the city and help anyone that needs it. I know that was pretty complicated. It looks better when it's written out. But hopefully, after the end of the attack, we're basically gonna have a united front, south to north, and we're just gonna push west to east.
Alright, I just want to add one thing. Once you cross the land bridge, remember that the danger doesn't end after you've crossed. It's still a kill zone beyond the land bridge. So find cover. Don't just plop down once you've crossed.
But I mean, on the mortar marks, we're gonna have basically smoke mortars going there all day long, and then we'll see if we can get some on the north bridge. So, oh, can I just finish? I'll take questions.
Yeah, sure.
Once again, I want to stress on this. Once we attack these guys, we can't stop. We can't give them. We can't engage too early. We can't engage too late. Second, while we're getting into positions to move, stay low. If they see a whole buildup of forces, they're gonna figure out what's going on before we're even ready. So make sure staying quiet, ready to go, and then once jump off happens, that's when it all breaks loose. Code word pomegranate. That means that means the attack is starting.
Oh my god.
Now I'll take questions.
Yeah, just a quick one. In the event that the assault gets down on the land bridge, is there a plan B, or are we just going to keep rushing the gap?
I don't plan on us getting us schwacked there. We're gonna have mortars and suppressive fire, so if everyone does their job, it'll go well. If, for whatever reason, 2 assault squads, Guido and 6 folk squads, get absolutely decimated, we'll see if we can sneak everyone across the northern land bridge. But I don't plan on the assault squads getting decimated, because it's just the plan. It's gonna work.
I have full confidence in this plan.
Hey, this plan won it last time.
I wasn't being sarcastic. I genuinely did.
I know. I'm just.
All right. So, they're doing the semi, not feint, I guess, but they're definitely gonna try and go across 2 bridges. Dashby is stressing fire superiority and timing, which is what I've been stressing the entire time, which is why I have not gone over any of the basics that I usually go over between ops. So let's go ahead and go over what this operation is and who will be commanding this operation, because I got about 3 minutes to do it. So for the U.S. platoon, we have platoon lead Dashby with his squad leads Aethel, Alpha Guido, Dixfolk, and Total War HQ. For the insurgents, we have platoon lead Phoenix with his squad leads Dwarf, Axe Gaming, Revi, and Bump. So, as far as platoon lead experience goes, it leans Phoenix's way just because he has so many more ops underneath his belt. But Dashby has definitely shown that he knows what he is doing. Standout squad leads, they've got Dwarf, Alpha Guido, and all around pretty good and competent squad leads and players, I guess. So, should see some good stuff out of them. This operation is an attack defense op. I'll bring up the map very quickly. The insurgents are defending allies. US are attacking allies. That's basically all you're going to get from this map. They got 3 possible bridges they can cross. The northwest bridge, the southwest bridge, and the southeast bridge. All of them have their pros and cons. Land bridge seems to be the go-to, and the new thing with this operation, what Dashby wants to use once the foothold has been established, are these 2 footbridges on either side of this northwest bridge. I'm excited to see them use it.
Yep.
Check Discord. I'm going to send you the mortar coordinates. So when I say 1, 2, and 3, you know what I'm talking about.
Copy. Hold on.
Oh, and Frankie, distract him so it looks like a dual push and actually do a single one. Yeah, that actually sounds genius, and I'm fairly certain that's sort of what well, I guess he's definitely not going to go for a feint, but I like the idea of a feint. A little difficult to pull off from because there's so many buildings here. They're all okay to fire from, and it's hard to tell which bridge they're going to move unless it's going for like a feint here and then a push on the south bridge. I think that's the only way a feint might work on this operation. because it's very limited from where you can actually set up an okay base of fire. This building's actually not terrible. You can't really see a lot, but it's actually not terrible for what you need it to do.
Yeah, that and squad one's building, like the southern one, are good jump off points. Yeah, make sure you tell your FTLs.
Live in about a minute.
I don't want you guys or the FTLs going first, because that's when the plan breaks down.
FTLs and squad leads in the back. Send the expendables in first. So assets that these guys will have to complete their operation. US have 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 grenadier, and 1 medic per squad. So we're going to look out for those grenadiers and those MGs, especially for the suppressing fire team. The platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, are 2 medium machine guns given to the suppressing team, 4 breachers, 2 per assault team, and 2 ammo bearers, I believe also given to the suppressing team, just so they can maintain that fire superiority. Vehicles, they get MRAP open tops and 2 trans trucks, plus 1 logistics trucks with 1K ammo, 1K build. Really only going to see the MRAP open top use, the trans trucks not as much. They also get 1 mortar, which can be used for smokes only. Insurgents, 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank kit, and 1 medic per squad. The platoon armory is 1 scout, 2 raiders, and 2 ammo bearers. So that scout, we're going to be looking for that IED and where are the raiders positioned, because they are a monster at CQB with those drum mags, and they get something like 5 of them and a lot of grenades. I believe they got rid of the anti-tank grenade because that was useless, but they do have like 4 grenades, I believe. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, specifically for the mod, because I think Pony has tweaked it, because there's no way that OWI gave them 5 drum mags. I think the original Raider gets something like 5 stick mags and like 2 drum mags.
Don't drive the MRAP up too far, like keep it below the ramp until we're ready to go, okay?
The Storm and Silas are the ones manning this MRAP. Not a bad duo. Don't pull him up too far. He's not supposed to be shooting just yet.
There's no ammo in the radio, apparently. Oh, no,
okay, don't.
Alright, perfect.
Keep the MRAP hidden. Keep the MRAP hidden for now. Don't engage.
Back up, Silas. See if this order's passed down. There they go. But they got a message. They're just gonna back up. They don't want it to get shot too early.
Northern building, so total worst. You should be in the one south of 3. South of 3?
100% spotted. 100% spotted.
Pull the MRAP out of there. Pull the MRAP out of there.
I was just about to call that shit out.
Yeah, okay. Out.
Sorry.
Where was he?
He was in one of the windows to the northeast. They had perfect line of sight on us.
Great call out. Where was he? He's in one of the windows to the northeast.
That's about all we're good for right now. Can you see over that smoke storm, or am I gonna have to back up?
Yeah, I can see it.
Aethel is
You're the only one that has trouble. If you pull us up right there, don't pull us up in the same spot.
Yeah,
because there's so many windows that can see us from that spot.
On position 1.
I'm gonna wait until we get the order. I'm gonna pull us up to the right,
I'm deleting
the right of the building, and then I'm gonna stop there and dismount, because if this thing takes a hit, it's gone.
Who's shooting? I said no shooting.
What kind of
Warface gets domed. Don't peek. They're not. Don't peek yet.
Stretch him out.
Bearing 122, middles 1468. That wasn't. They're shooting with Tishkas.
Sending coordinates.
No, that was this saw. 2, let me know when you're ready. Get as close as you can.
Alright.
Yeah, we're trying to.
It's timing.
Really hard not to get seen. You just want us to like run across the street or.
Yeah,
we're crawling right now.
You can run due east. You can run due east to the buildings northeast on the MRAP.
This is the buildings they want him set up in.
Alright, order is set. He's asking for smoke or HE.
Alright,
smoke. Only smoke. You cannot fire HE. It has to be smoke.
Never front.
Does that ammo have ammo? We can reuse reload on it.
We'll make sure you're in your building ready to provide fire support.
I'm gonna pull up.
Alright, mortar is set.
So you hear how
Fire mission.
frantic he sounds, trying to get guys set up.
Hurry, squad 2.
I don't know what this Dishka is, or what this NCLB's doing.
Okay, pomegranate, go.
Mortars, go.
Copy.
Mortar start.
Fire support.
Storm takes one. Fire support needs to keep up the basic fire. Just start shooting. You don't need to see anything. You just gotta shoot and maintain that suppression. Don't let them have a moment's rest. Hawk goes down.
How many rounds
As this isn't the fire. This is. It's gotta be. It just gotta sound like a wall of fire. Only real people firing right now is Godzilla Pro, maybe King Salmon Fish God.
Get ready.
I want to hear more. More. Keep shooting.
Mortars land good.
There they go. Goku and Rio's in position. That ARs really helps.
Reload.
Where the mortars start crossing it.
So let the mortars land.
Go.
That's HE! He's firing HE.
Alright, Dash, let me know when to go ahead.
Yeah, dump mags now.
Copy, alright, smoke mortars out. Copy.
Those are HE mortars. This guy, who do they have on these mortars?
You guys need to push.
Oh no! If those were smokes, they'd have been perfect! But they're not! Oh god. There's two down in the push. Where are the smokes? Keep the smokes up. What's the mortar doing? Oh no. Oh no.
Smokes, we need the smokes.
Aethel, what's going on? This is... on this. I don't want to shame him. He'll learn. This push is doomed. They got a good trunk of people.
Who's in command right now?
Bad.
Squad 3, you need to keep moving. H846 to this building. We need those smokes getting down. So squad 4.
Oh, hope so. Thank you.
Actually, hold smokes. We don't need smokes.
I'm gonna change flows.
Alright, Abel, I want you to start trying to move and try to cover across that land bridge. Or, not land bridge.
They're moving. Alright, they're gonna try and cross the footbridge.
Once those next rounds of smoke mortars are out, I want you also
Infantry smoke, yeah.
you're gonna move across as well.
Alright, so Alf, you want to see the northern bridge?
Yes, the footbridge on the northern side.
Smoke.
Just ask him.
Why don't you shift over there, because our plan got fucked right now. Make sure your mortar is dropping. If your mortar drops smoke rounds down. God damn it.
Where are we going now?
This is going yeah, this is going nightmare.
The turn of events. I had such high hopes. Dashby had such high hopes. He was so confident in his plan. And it started with HE instead of smoke.
We're gonna try to make a push at the land bridge. Alright, not the land bridge. Footbridge on the northern side of the northern bridge.
Oh.
Forces 4. Alex, pull your squad.
Alpha Guido's taking
Get out of
charge.
there now. We're gonna reorganize this shit.
Roger that, we're falling back west.
We're gonna pull back, get out of there. 3 is the only ones who really made it across. They've got that foothold. 3 kills for the US, 9 for the insurgents.
Total work. Yeah. Alright, so I want you heading up
It wasn't even the contact that screwed him over, Project. It was just like I don't. Aethel asked. He's like smoker HE, and Dashby made it pretty clear. Smokes. The only thing you're allowed to use is smokes, and he still fired HE. So maybe he just didn't know how to switch the ammunition types. But yeah, it was just miscommunication on those smokes. From where those HE landed, it would have blocked off a large chunk of sight, a majority of the line of sight for these guys watching these buildings, and they might have been able to make a push, because this is where they wanted to move. Right here.
Push along the northern bridge.
If you can get across the wall, 4 before where I am right now.
Guy deserves a firing squad. You live and learn.
Go further north. Go further north.
I'm sure his squad will shame him. There's no need to put his name on blast. I am all about putting people on blast for doing dumb things, but I think he just didn't know. There's people who don't use the mortars often.
We're gonna try to be
So,
stealth here.
we'll see.
So you want me going under the bridge, or?
Yeah, you're gonna go under the bridge.
Oh, that the MG only took out 2 to 3 guys. Yeah. That should have been a complete massacre. 3 should not have made it through with the debacle that was the mortars. But yeah, 6 people got across. That's a pretty good survival rate, honestly. They just need to get the rest of these guys. And Alpha Guido is taking charge, and he is getting these guys into position.
They may have an IED set up over there, so at the very
Where is
least,
their IED? Let's check. Oh, yeah. IED is 100% set up over here.
First to just sweep that aside for IEDs before you push everyone else across.
Needs to move.
You're going to want to pop smokes just in front of you around that corner.
Where is it?
And then you're going to want to rush it.
You have to be underground to really see it.
Want 4 to follow 1?
Here it is.
You're basically going to follow 1 around.
Oh, not even dug down. Placement was spot on. Yeah, Wolf. The placement that Dashby had given, spot on. If it had been smokes, it had gotten there. Sneaky, sneaky. Look at this. I like it. I like it a lot. Total War HQ leading these guys across, followed by Putin, Dokugun, Ryu, King Same Fish God, and Almighty Hansen.
Alright, I'm gonna want 1 on your mark.
Your water wings on, right? Unfortunately, there are no infantry restrictions, though you do need to avoid deep water, because you will die. You'll die. They didn't teach these guys how to ditch their equipment when they got in the water, and they just sort of sink to the bottom. No water survival training.
Yes. A couple of smokes and some rifle grenades.
Not yet.
Okay,
We don't
keep
wanna
moving here.
make a big
Okay,
motion
copy.
here yet. We're still trying to be sneaky. Just following orders.
These guys aren't spotted. They don't know.
We're ducked down into cover right now. We're waiting for you guys to move in before.
I'm looking to try to sign up for squad ups. There's only 1 basic training event on the calendar right now, and it's full up. Are they hard to get into? If you should sign up, and if you're on the wait list, you should still show up. One, they're not above overfilling their class. The SOTT guys really love what they do. I hope they love what they do. They put a lot of work into what they do, and yeah, and some people don't show. There's that it's something we're trying to alleviate, is the waitlist shock that people get when they see, oh no, I'm 60th on the wait list, there's literally no way I'm gonna get in, when in reality there's other people who are in the same mindset, so much so that they don't show up, and then you end up getting in even if you are 50, 60th on that wait list. So I would highly recommend signing up and still showing up. And the event should be posted for next month relatively soon. Yeah, we're near the end of the month. They don't like to post too far in advance.
So this lumbridge.
Yeah, and we're working on trying to fix the wait. We call it the waitlist shock. Trying to get it to where people aren't afraid to show up just because.
Right.
No idea.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright, it's on your jump. Once 4 is set up behind you, I want you guys generally going. Make sure you send at least 2 guys about 5 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, I've gotten a squad up training being way down on the wait list. Yeah, C Project or E Rooster. Yeah, Project got in.
At the same time.
So. Copy. You think there's IEDs on the soldier?
Yeah, we got guys left.
Landbridge?
There should be
I got
on
2
bridge itself,
LMGs back
but there
there.
just might be on the
They can
there's
cover.
possibly they put one on the
nice, okay.
shore. I don't know.
Might be worth.
So it's 50-50.
We smoke, we suppress, we run.
All right.
So
The push.
on mark, just make sure you smoke the shit out of that entry point.
The entrance, yeah.
Alright, start smoking the entrance. I'm gonna give you hand
Oh,
grenades.
Let me know when you can
I don't.
clarify our relay.
So what would you guys do? What? I don't think they should smoke.
Start smoking the entrance here, like right here, and then a little left of that.
I don't think that's a great call. I honestly think they are 100% not spotted, and this smoke basically says, "Hey, I'm here. I'm trying to cross here." Whereas if they'd crossed without the smokes,
they're gonna be shooting this smoke, big time.
I'm gonna crawl round left. And then
does it bloom underneath the water? Moving.
I see the lumber.
Alright, well, now's the time to go if you're gonna go.
Go, Ryu, go!
Coming fire.
Oh my lord.
Go, he's going, he's going! Stealth, yeah, I think stealth is key here.
Your command.
Yep, they're sweeping.
We're moving. They're across. Do your job, look for the IEDs! You're the sweepers!
I haven't seen it.
My guy said it's clear.
It's clear, huh?
Get into cover, K9.
Clear, huh?
Are you hurt, K9?
No. We'll see though. This.
I thought I got shot.
They might. If they push past it. Smoke where you want them to be looking. That's actually very good. I like that. That's. Okay. Oh no. They might be waiting. Is this the baitiest debate? One goes down. Two go down. Total War makes it across. Pass this IED. I'm ready for this IED to blow. Waiting. They're making it. These are acceptable casualties. They've lost 2 in the push. And they're getting a foothold. I'm not moving until this IED goes off.
Be advised, we have enemies in the northern building.
Best Pony makes it across. Best Pony in his squad makes it across. Oh! Oh! Fitz makes it out. He stares death in the face.
Come to me if you need heals, guys. Come to me if you need heals.
Just looked at it and was like, not today. And they make it. Look at that. What a good adaptation of the plan from Alpha Guido. Ineffective IED. I know, right? Ineffective IED. Really nice foothold by Best Pony, Atomic Peach, and Dark Milkshake here. They got Atomic Peach and Dark Milk and Atomic Peach and Best Pony on this push.
Alright, go back to that building. I'm bandaging.
That breacher charge takes out 1. Pony's gonna push another. No, he's not. He's not inside.
Lost milkshake. Alright, well I killed the guy in here. Okay, I'm down on the ground.
Good breacher charge by Pony. Got the MRAP. MRAP went down. Where'd the MRAP go? Oh, look at that. It did go down. Nice. Great shot. US had a mortar fail and turns had an IED fail. I mean, I'm not sure about even. Wow, what a grenade. Took out Total War HQ, Almighty Jensen, and 2 others. Who did that? Who got 4 kills there? Probably Duke.
Keep your head.
Fitz has a Salty Crits has a firefight with Fitz. Fitz takes out Salty Crits. Say that 5 times.
I'm gonna throw a nade. Toss another one just to be sure.
They got a nice size force across. I agree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 across. Unfortunate grenade really hurts their chances of completing this objective. Holy hand of Antioch. Best Pony goes, or Best Pony alive. And so far it's looking like the first round. Ooh, Best Pony's gonna go down here to Sunny. Looks like, yeah, Sunny's got the better spot. What a push, and I'm not so great. Yeah, that grenade just destroyed you, Total War, and you and like 3 others. The push across ended up working out better than I expected, honestly. But it doesn't look like the US are going to be able to clear out. And it's a hard op for the US. They've just got to make it, do with it what they can. 12 kills for the US, 24 for the Insurgents. Much bigger gap this time around. Oh, cool on that flank. Let's follow these guys. Looks like they're going to be the guys getting shot at the most.
Nades.
I see him.
Duke's in an. Looks like he's in the techie.
Did you just get that guy?
E-Fink's got 4. Bump's got 3. These are probably just grenade kills. Yeah, these are individual rifle kills. These chunks of kills are most likely grenade kills.
It's still there.
Got to be a better way to coordinate clearing buildings. I agree. We do have a CQB class. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on the advanced course. One of our advanced lessons is CQB on how to properly clear a building, especially with the fire team size elements. And they do go into a lot of detail.
Storm, do you have bandage? I'm gonna die.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you.
And then there were 3.
There was one shooting me at the building at 137.
Cap. Well, looks like we lost Silas. Alright.
Yeah.
5B. I'll call. Let's just make a push for the building that southeast. Copy?
Copy that.
Let's go.
They're moving. You can watch the building from across the street while assaulting downstairs with a separate team. That's honestly, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Bybee taking shots from looks like either Flicker or Sunny. Yeah, and that's a big chunk of how the insurgents are defending their buildings. You see, they've got opposing angles on doorways, and so it makes it really easy. Storm has a firefight with Nomad. Nomad goes down.
I need a bandage. Need a bandage?
I have none. I have no more.
Oh no.
IB.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I'm out. I'm out.
They're all out of bandages.
Copy, I'll rush.
Storm has a in a firefight with Jeeve. Jeeve's gonna win out just because Storm's already been shot. No way for him to bandage. Hella Cool and Bybee low on health, out of bandages. E-Fink the door next door. He's got the word PPSH. Bybee taking shots from Jive. Jive takes out Bybee. Hella Cool last man standing. He's gonna push.
I have no other alternative. No bandages. I got nothing, guys. This is all I have.
He didn't see it. He didn't see it. Please. Oh, that would have been so cool. That would have been the coolest detonation ever. But Hell Cool's gonna run into E-Fink. E-Fink hears him.
Bonsai.
He goes down. Not much he was gonna be able to do in that situation. He can do it. No medic with him. Yeah, no medic with him. No bandages. That would have been a tough one for him. Nice try for the US. It was their timing, the miscommunication on the mortars. It was little things that added up. Spacing that got them killed by the grenade. Everything just sort of compounded on itself, and then before you knew it, it just sort of rolled out of control for the US. But nice try anyways. They got more people across than I expected them to after the initial mortar debacle. But they managed to save it a little bit, get across, and then
use the footbridge. Definitely use the footbridge.
It was tough.
I think that's the one.
If you're interested in participating in these events, you should check us out at squadops.gg. All you have to do is take our Squad Ops Basic Training course, and then you can participate on any and all of our platoons, or any and all of our operations. If you're interested, if you like what you saw and you want to give us a follow at twitch.tv/squadops, we would really appreciate it. We also upload all of our videos onto YouTube, youtube.com/squadops. I was your commentator for this evening, ShadowedRitual, and until Wednesday, we will catch you guys later.